Let's see this equation. The right-hand side, we have square, that's a polynomial degree 4. The left-hand side, the right-hand side, polynomial degree 3. But we see this is a square term. This is a cubic term. So maybe we want to use the sum of 2 cubes, difference of 2 squares. And it happens 17 can be split into 1 plus 16. All right, so we're going to do this. The right-hand side, we're going to have sum of 2 cubes because 1 is 1 cube. Now we're going to move this 16 to the other side because 16 is a 4 square. Positive on the right, when we move to the left, becomes negative. So we can make a difference of 2 squares. So this term square, the minus 4 squared. Oh, I wrote too far. So that equals to x cubed plus 1 cube. Right? Okay, now, remember, let's just remind you what's the difference of 2 squares. One thing square minus another thing square, that equals to 1 plus the second and the 1 minus the second. Difference of 2 squares, right? So now you see our A is this. This is our A. 4 is our B. So we just write as A, x squared minus x minus 3 as A. Then plus 4, right? A plus B times A minus B minus 4. This is A, 4 is B. Now sum of 2 cubes. Let me remind you, sum of 2 cubes. A cubed plus B cubed can be factored as A plus B times A squared minus AB plus B squared. So our A is x, our B is 1. So I have x plus 1 times x squared minus x times 1, which is just x. Then plus 1 squared, which is just 1. Right. Simplify this. We have x squared minus x plus 1. Because negative 3 plus 4 plus 1. Then the second one is x squared minus x minus 7. So I already see common factors, those two, right? So now let's move this term to the right-hand side. So minus x plus 1 times x squared minus x plus 1. That equals to 0. So basically I'm moving this term from right-hand side to the left. I just change its sign. In this side is positive. When I move to the other side, it becomes negative. Now I have this common factor, so I can factor out this common factor. The first group, I'm left with this, x squared minus x minus 7. The second group, I'm left with this, minus x minus positive 1, that's just minus 1. That equals 0. So then I have x squared minus x plus 1 to be 0 by 0 property, right? Factor of 2 factors of 2 things equals 0. Each factor can be 0. Then the second one is x squared minus x minus x. I have these 2 common terms. So I have x squared like terms. Minus 2x, negative 7, negative 1, that's negative 8, equals 0. So each factor can be 0. The product to be 0 means each factor can be 0. Solve this one, we can use quadratic formula, or we can use by completing squares. Right? So x equals to 1 by quadratic formula plus minus square root of 1 minus 4 divided by 2. So we get 2 complex solutions, which is a half plus minus 1 minus 4, that's negative 3. Square root of negative 3 is I square root of 3. So 2 complex solutions. So I have this imaginary part, right? Let me remind you that the norm I is defined as square root of negative 1. So in this case, we have square root of 1 minus 4 square root of -3. That can be written as square root I square root of 3. Now let's see this factor. This factor can be factored. We can factor as x minus 4 times x plus 2. Right? Because -4 times positive 2, that's -8. And -4x plus 2x, like terms, combined to be -2x. So each factor can be 0 by 0 property. So we also have two solutions. X equals to 4, x equals to -2. So we have 4 solutions. Two complex solutions. Complex solutions are always coming in pairs. And I have 2 rational solutions. And then if we do have irrational solutions come in pairs also. So 4 solutions for this.